Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. Why does it feel like it's been a very long time?
Maybe because we didn't shoot
Uh,
the day we were supposed to.
was it? Okay, maybe. It just feels like a very long time. Oh,
Sorry.
of course.
I want to get a little ice cream. It's a little stuffy in here.
You look like a little, what is it called? Cucumber. But
Hey, we matching today a little bit. I like this color.
We went green today.
You know, unironically.
Could it be
Yeah.
that I subconsciously told your mind
To wear it.
to wear it because of all the green references that I've made because of all the plants and everything?
Maybe. Maybe.
We'll never know.
Maybe eating was a bad idea. Welcome back, everybody.
Well,
Week number 10.
is
That's it.
is
Ding,
that
ding,
how
ding,
you-
ding, ding. 10 hard, solid weeks
okay.
of going at it.
That's an accomplishment. Quite the accomplishment.
I think so. I think 10 is a good, number.
Good whole number.
Yeah, it's like a good whole number. Yeah, 10. 10 is solid, and we've made it. We've done it. It's, before we know it, we're going to be saying a year. We're going to be saying week 82, right?
Mhm.
82 weeks in a year?
No, 52.
52. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know what year you're living in, but no wonder you're so young.
What do
You're
you,
counting the wrong way.
I'm secretly 40.
Yeah, exactly what you've always counted.
Nah,
on.
but 10 weeks, man. That's quite the number. We got to do something for that.
yeah, I agree with you.
We got to do a little something for that.
Yeah. How about cleaning, washing, drying, car washing? Yeah, is that what you're talking about? I'm sure that's what you're referring to, right?
You somehow were gonna lure me into that. That was funny. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about the 10-week mark?
It's nice to see that the disciplines that you adopt and the habits that you kind of keep, how those carry you through. It's like a workout. It's like whatever other tasks, like brushing your teeth, right? You know you have a scheduled time. You know you have a unbothered space of time that is precisely for that,
Yeah,
right? So you focus on that and you then build a discipline around that,
you're deep working.
and you deep work.
That's that deep work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think
You've been reading deep work, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah.
I've kind of been getting back to the, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I would read, but I wouldn't take notes as much as I used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a deep convo with myself. I wrote this down. Nate, what's going on? You letting it slip a little bit. And I just had to be real with myself. So I've been reeling it back into the reading and just everything, noting down. Because that's what I did with Atomic Habits. And that was life changing. And I can only imagine this deep work, really
Right.
focusing in, that can also be life changing. So I kind of just been falling back on the habits of reading 10 pages, taking note down on everything, on words that I don't know, on freaking people that are mentioned in that book, books that are mentioned in that book, so then I can therefore learn about them.
Correct.
Constantly learning and growing. Who in the world is texting me?
Yeah. You know, we put it.
Nah, I'm
See,
kidding.
and to this day, we are still learning. We're still growing. We still have to adapt. We still have to build some sort of, system logic for the prevention of those kinds of situations. But you can't take it as a failure. You just have to kind of roll with it.
Yeah,
You got to roll with the punches.
You gotta roll with the fun.
Flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
You sounded a little something like somebody I know. You know, when you said that, you gotta roll with the punches. You sounded like a little some little guy that I know.
Yeah.
You know,
A little guy that you know.
yeah.
I don't know what little guy you know.
Me. You sound like me when you were saying that. I like that. That's very
You gotta
like.
go.
I'm not saying I like that you sound like me. I'm just saying I like how that sounds. That sounds of rolling with the punches, being positive. I like
being positive about the punches you've been given in the face.
somehow being positive.
Yeah, you just somehow got to figure out, well, that punch was just for me to find out that I got to protect my face better.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been reading that deep work book. You been reading any books lately? Or what book are you reading right now?
Currently, the book that I'm reading, I was listening to very intently to the Mindset book. What was
The
her-
Mindset
Dweck,
book?
Carol Dweck,
Mm-hmm.
and it's such a good book. It's a long story to tell you three things
Mm.
that are important in the way that you look at life, right? And your filters of life and your mindset is what's going to decide how you're going to end up in the world.
Mm.
Because if you have a limited or called in the book fixed mindset, um, then you're going to see things in a way that it's limiting.
Yeah.
Versus if you have a growth mindset,
Mm-hmm.
right? That means that your thoughts are of growth. You're going to have a very different, more abundant way of looking at things, right? Because you're going to trip and fall. You're going to say, "Oh well, I don't want to ever walk again."
Yeah.
Right? You're going to say like, "Oh well, maybe I should lift my leg a little higher when."
Or like, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, man, that's kind of crazy how just the way your mind is set, right? That word
Mhm.
mindset, like
Mindset. It's
that
a great
filter.
book. It's an eye opening book because of how simple she details very complex subjects.
Yeah, interesting. I've always heard that like growing up in school, like you have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset, you know, and the perks of having a growth mindset and whatnot, and like what fixed mindset. And honestly, like I don't understand people who have the fixed mindsets. Like don't you like in love?
Um,
Don't you want to see beauty and like growth and joy? Like I don't know, like
we can very easily get trapped in our own thoughts, and they
yeah,
can become our own prisons. And if we don't challenge them or have others there to challenge them, we might end up in this echo chamber where we cannot hear or see anything that's outside of that doesn't agree with our perspective. And that's why it's important to get around people that have different opinions of that you do, because that's how you're going to keep a good understanding of the information, because you have information from multiple sides, multiple angles, right? It's not just one solely from one place. You have to check your resources.
yeah. I had a very interesting uh encounter with somebody at the Strand House, right?
An encounter of the third kind.
I had a very interesting encounter with a gentleman by the name of James, right?
Mhm.
So I'm sitting at the bar like table, you know, with my little wine that someone else like offered to buy for me, which is
Oh,
shout out Greg for that. Greg was a nice, super cool dude, older gentleman for sure. But he's cool, you know. He's like, I'm feeling generous today. Like, can I buy you guys a drink? And I'm like, sure. Like, you know, I don't. That's rare to
Hmm.
hear, you know.
yeah, exactly. I would have never thought of that, being put in that position to where I'm just, what would I say to another man if I want to buy them a drink?
Yeah,
I've never thought about it.
you know, yeah. So and he said, he's like, I'm feeling generous today. Like, can I buy you guys a drink? And I was like, yeah. You know me, went straight to the Vinito, had a little glass of wine. We had a cool conversation. He was just telling me about his life and whatnot, and how he just got like recently just got married at like the age that he's at now. Like he's no offense, Greg, but you know he's up there. He is up there, you know. And like he just got married, like for the first time ever, and the lady that he met
Mhm.
also first time married, no kids. He has no kids, never married.
That's crazy.
Like the coincidence, like you know
Yeah.
what I mean. Like that's kind of crazy. So I'm happy for him. He seems like he's happy. You know, he's doing good. You know, he's doing super good.
Mhm. If
Um,
he's feeling generous like that, to buy people drinks.
and at the Strand House in Manhattan Beach, which I highly recommend, by the way. So that happened. So you know, obviously, I'm not gonna talk to the guy the whole dang night because I don't want. He's over there eating now. I'm like, damn, like let me sit down now. So I sit down and there's a gentleman right next to me, and I'm like, what's going on? You know, he's like, what's up? And then I asked him, you know, like, do you like have you been here before?
Mhm.
And he was like, yeah, I've been here for their brunch, but I've never been here for the
Mhm.
dinner time. And I'm like, what? They got like a different menu in the morning? I'm sure that's good because the dinner food, I think we go there maybe.
Just-
The
okay.
Strand House to celebrate a little bit. It's a nice vibe by the ocean too. It's beautiful. We just start talking and somehow we just start getting deep. Like I remember he was kind of on the phone and then boom, we just got deep. Phone went away and we just started talking and you know like a lot about mentorship and life and perspective of life and
Mhm.
one thing that he told me, like, after our conversation, he was just like, man, like, I needed to hear that.
Right.
You know, and when he said that, I was like, bro, like, I'm very blessed to, like, be able to do that. You know, like, it's such a rewarding feeling. Although, like, I'm not doing it to, like, hear that all the time. I do it because, like, I love having conversations. I love, like, just human beings in general. But, like, when he said that, I was like, man, like, I have that ability. You know, it's a beautiful power, man. It's a beautiful ability. But we had a great convo. And then I had dinner after that. And then as I was leaving, I, like, said, you know, goodbye. I went to his table, and I'm like, so sorry to interrupt, because he was with, like, a friend. And, but he was, like, my brother. Like, it was nice meeting you. We got each other's contacts, so we're going to be golfing it up eventually, you know. He was like, where can I find the pot? You know, we getting them right, man.
All
So
right.
that was a, and again, I was having the conversation with Greg, like, socializing is important. And I think I called you and I told you about that. Like, just,
Yeah.
you got to socialize, you know?
You
That's
gotta
just,
socialize. You gotta talk to people and treat people as people, and you're gonna find out that you're gonna find just another normal human being. And I think that's one of the things that we're kind of lacking nowadays, where before, at least, everybody would say the minimum, the bare minimum, you know, good morning, good afternoon, good
Yeah.
evening, have a nice day, that kind of stuff.
thank you, by the way.
Nowadays, you're welcome.
Here, we cheers up
Nowadays,
to
you
that.
don't feel that way. You don't feel that way. So
I don't.
once you talk to people, you get to connect. It's like when we met Widow. I mean, you know, he was super chill. and
Super chill, dude.
He connected us
Stephanie,
real
you know, when we met Stephanie
Steph.
at Wovo.
Yeah. So yeah, these are people like that have stood out because of the
Yeah.
way that they've delivered on
Yeah.
their service.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
how much
yeah,
they
yeah.
cared about what they were doing there, which genuinely sticks out to us.
So I think for me, it's like, I think people you gotta go socialize from time to time. I'm not
Yeah.
saying go out, throw it back on every weekend, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, go out to a place where it's, like, soothing, it's calm, it's relaxing, where people just go to have a conversation and meet people and socialize. Man, that thing is so, like, it's so, like, it feels good, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you meet people, you get to speak to them, you get to hear about other people's lives and
Yeah.
their stories, what they do. I met a freaking guy who makes planes.
Mm.
He builds, like, planes, like James.
What'd you-
I told him
what'd you tell him?
we're
What'd you
talking.
tell
I
him?
was
This is
like,
funny.
so he was like, yeah, you know, I do stuff with planes and we build them and whatnot. And I looked at him and I go, don't tell me you don't want making the planes that falling out of the sky now. He started laughing, man.
Those are funny.
He was cool for that one.
That's a good one.
But not like, he was telling me a lot about, like, what goes behind it. It's just like a lot of paperwork and whatnot. And I'm sure it's like, it's very a lot of he said a word, a lot of audits. A lot of audits. Just like a lot of audit. And I bet, like, you're freaking building planes that people are flying on. Like, that thing's gotta be pristine. Like,
Yeah.
everyday audit.
Every detail
You know?
checked, double checked, triple checked to ensure the safety and the feasibility of that flight.
Yeah. So again, just
Shout
go out there and socialize, yo. Like,
That's why planes are so freaking expensive.
just
Can you
a-
imagine what it must be just to be a plane company? Okay, I'm gonna build a plane for somebody, for United Airlines or for whatever, the Prince of Abu Dhabi. You know, he wants a plane. Let me build it from scratch.
Yeah. And they can that.
I don't know if it's like that.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't know how many
They
months.
expedited a couple years, but
I don't know how many months it takes to build a plane. I don't know the complexities of that.
Oh, I'm sure they'll speed it up though than the
Now,
typical normal.
that's a good question. Would building a private plane or a plane in general take longer than building a house?
Oh, I mean, I think if you think of the size though, sometimes I look at these damn these dust crop, or what are those planes called? The crop dusters?
Yeah.
Like those little, that thing look a couple little pieces of sheet metal, a couple boats, and hope. It's built off faith. That one's built off faith, but who knows? Built off faith.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? Who knows? But again, it's cool
They
to.
know. We just have to ask.
Oh, we gotta ask the right
See,
people.
Let me see if we can find out.
Yeah,
You
find
keep going
out.
while I find
We
out.
just gotta look. You just gotta go out there and socialize. Reward yourself by going out and meeting new people. Like, enjoying that. You know, some people ask me, like, what? You do this alone? You do this? Yes, I do this alone. Excuse me.
Mm.
Yes, I do it alone because, like, I have that in my head that I'm like, dude, I might meet some cool people. Like, I might meet somebody or I might not. Like, who knows what the night's gonna bring me or what the day's gonna bring me. but it's just enjoyable to go out there and experience life. Like that's for me is experiencing life. That's
Yeah.
living. To me at least.
Right. What was this supposed to look for?
You're supposed to look like how long would it take for a plane to be built.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So while you do that, let me get some water because this ice cream is delicious. Let me tell you. Thank you, Kirkland.
Hmm. Now we're going to the ASMR section of
Of the pod. Yeah, today was we were kind of speaking before we started, like, just kind of see where it goes. Cause I noticed like when it's a little scripted, it's like I'm myself, but I don't know. It gets so complicated out here. We're just trying to see what works, I guess, is what you know what I mean. But I enjoy it's because these talks can go for hours. Remember that one time we did a 3-hour podcast?
That was like a very that's in the vault somewhere.
Yeah, that's in the vault.
But which episode was that? I think it was like the second or third on the vault.
It was just like 3 hours long. And the thing is, like, we didn't even feel it.
We didn't feel it, but I'm sure whoever was watching did. But, I think ultimately it should come down to that, right? I think that's probably what lives are for too, right? Where you're just kind of, bouncing back and forth and kind of seeing what is the possibilities that come out of that.
But I do like the concept of just free flowing. But I also like the concept of a topic. But I don't know. That's something that we would have to hear from you guys, But at the end of the day, it's like, what do we want,
Yeah.
But what do they also want? I don't know. It's so freaking.
It's a fine balance.
It's a fine balance. Yeah.
It's a fine balance, and how is it enjoyable and productive at the same time?
Yeah, it's got to be a little bit of both. But I guess our stories is just what make it, what you can learn from. I think stories are what I learn from. Lessons.
Think about it. The songs we like, they're stories.
Yeah.
The things we remember are stories that have been made real easy for us to remember, like the Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah.
Snow White, and like all those.
Emotion has to do a big part of it too, though.
Yeah. They
Like
can build a 737 in as little as 9 days.
What?
Yeah, that's crazy fast for Those are just slapping engines out of nowhere.
7 days?
Yep.
Damn.
9, I think it's at 9.
Or 9 days?
9 days. Which
Damn.
is only an extra 48 hours.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine the position that has to go into that?
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a whole nother level right there.
It's very different. Aeronautics has got to be a very interesting thing. I remember aeronautics one time when I was in middle school. We had, I don't even remember what this class was called, but we were doing some really cool science experiments where this is where you get you do your rocket and to see how high it flies.
Yeah, I think I remember doing
just
that.
to understand like the center of gravity, whatever. That was a pretty cool class.
Yeah,
I think that's the best way to learn. Being involved, like
touching,
and
engagement,
seeing and moving and all that. That's the best way to get the real learning results.
I kind of been wanting to ask my professors, especially one of my professors that my last class. I want to ask her, hey, how can we improve learning in this class? How can I help you improve that for everybody? So this class is a bunch of freshmen class, freshmen. It's all freshmen.
Okay.
It's a mandatory class, and I just feel that some are in, some are in, and some are just zoned out, somewhere else. So, the classroom it feels lively sometimes, but it also feels dead. There's no life.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed it's a way of learning that get these children, that get these kids, these young adults, they get anybody. It's a way of learning that gets somebody engaged. It has to be, there's got to be engagement at a Goldilocks level. Cause she gives us 7 assignments. Dude, I'll check my phone and then it's assignment updated, and it's 7 things we got to do this, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So maybe that's one thing that she can change is don't assign so many things, but assign a couple
Right.
of things, but not too many. So because she was doing like a survey in the class. She's like, how many of you are taking 4 classes? And I'm like, how many are you taking 5 classes? A lot of kids went, 6 classes. And then someone said 7 classes. And she was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. And like college, like work, it's not necessarily hard, but it's a lot of work. Like there's a good amount of work that you got to do.
Yeah.
So like it's just balancing it out. But I don't know. I think I did want to ask her like, how can I help? Because like I want to help these class. Like I want to help the classroom like engage more, be like more productive with the learning, like participate more. I don't know. I just want to be.
Yeah.
I want to help make change
That
in
makes
any way.
sense.
Because I have that like vision. Like I know. I'm obviously like one of the older kids in there because these kids are all coming out of high school.
Grown ass man taking college classes. I'm kidding. That's not a rip on you. That's actually really good. That's really good. It's better late than never, but it's never too late.
Yep. Better late than never. But never late is better.
Actually, that's a lot better. Gotta give it to you.
Come on now.
Gotta give it to you on that one.
But yeah, just how can I impact somehow, some way in every aspect of my life? Work, school, podcast, here. That's it.
And I think, going over to, because I was thinking, because, when I told you about, when we were talking about work, and you said, yeah, but working for the pod is not really work for me. I enjoy that,
Oh, yeah. You caught that?
And that's the passion that you have to figure out for the things that you do, because you won't feel like it's work. It's going to be, sure, there's going to be times where you're going to be frustrated. Like this whole thing has frustrated us before.
Yeah.
It's not frustration free.
Yeah.
But it means that that you're going to just keep at it because you just enjoy it. No matter what, you just enjoy it.
Yeah.
And imagine if you had a bunch of people, like hundreds of millions of people just doing what they enjoy in the sense of purposeful accomplishment.
Yeah.
What would life be
what
like?
would the world look like?
Yeah, if you had that, like where people were proud of who they were, and they were feeling good, and they were good people, and everybody just
That's the vibe. Well, dude, the vibration of the earth would just feel so different. Like it would feel. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for that day to
it would be very interesting.
happen, man. Because I believe in that.
How do you start something like that? Is the question, right? Where the consciousness shift, and people begin to understand that there's more.
Yeah,
There's more, and it's better if we're all kind of like just working together.
just gotta work together, man.
It's replicated in nature because jungles are not just trees. Jungles are an ecosystem of life.
Yeah,
There's all kinds of stuff in the jungles. So that's the same thing how we have to learn how to live, is learn to live with each other and learn how to be prosperous within each other. And that would help us in, to reconnect with ourselves.
yeah. I just feel like
nature's important too.
nature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's again. You said it. It's a balance. It's like a balance of, preserving that nature and also being able to like use it, like preserve
Work
it,
together.
take care of it, and like use it, work together.
Right. Because subdue it and be fruitful and multiply it.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of what it comes down to, is just be fruitful. Figure out how to be fruitful.
That's it, man. Be
And
fruitful, like literally.
Whether that's by helping out with your time, helping out with your effort, your ideas, your resources. There's many different ways. So everybody just has an opportunity to do it in different ways. Some people sing, some people act, some people are race car drivers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Something-
that's going to be a cool ass job too.
A racetrack or kart
Yeah.
racing. That must be fun, exhilarating.
Exhilarating is the word.
I know. I've always wanted to like sit in a car with like a professional driver and just like drive me fast. Like once, like I would embrace myself. I just want like the speed, like just where it's
I
like,
think today with the advent of the technology that we have, it could be very, very close.
like at home, like kind of do it at
if
home.
you were to get the experience, I think that you would get it pretty close.
Yeah, at home, maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're probably not right. You're probably not wrong. Like get a chair and like have it.
with glasses,
the VR and
the
stuff.
VR glasses, and some headphones.
Dude, I remember when VR
some high fidelity headphones.
I remember when VR just came out. I was like, no way, this is real. And then my brother got one, and I started like seeing it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Yeah,
You know, my dad was stuck on it for a while. He
Yeah.
was playing a game. Nah, I remember those moments. Like, those were good times. You know, it was
Yeah.
COVID. I mean, I guess COVID wasn't a good time, but for me, like, there's still memories in there. Like
Yeah.
living at home, and my dad would have this VR headset, right, and then he'd have headphones. This guy looked like Alien, like, you know, the Predator. Like, he has all those like little, like, because all the wires are coming. So
yeah.
but he was playing like a shooting game with friends.
Yeah.
So he had a little gun, like a VR gun, and he's just like looking like in the house. He's in the living room, but on the TV he's like in a guerra, and he's just, dude. I remember him, like, he would be talking with friends, and like they'd be talking smack. They'd be having the time of their lives, man. I remember that, man. And he actually met somebody through that game, and he flew out to that guy's daughter's like wedding,
Oh,
or
really?
quinceañera, and he went to like Colorado for that.
That's crazy.
You just never
So
know.
he became good friends with his
became
online
good-
buddies.
Yeah. That's kind of, he's like, hey, I want
Connection.
to invite you to, and like, see, that was some sort of socializing, but that socializing is kind of crazy. That's a scary socializing. I mean, I guess socializing in person can be scary too. You know, I think that might be even a little worse, because like, you never know who you're talking to.
That's very true. So, well,
But yeah, going back to the VR thing, I was just like, I was very impressed. And then now they're just upgrading even more and more. I'm like, my gosh.
yeah. Now with the Meta glasses and all that
Yeah,
stuff, they're recording everything in every freaking space that exists. So it's going to be very interesting when they get to process all those data bits of information, and then they build these surreal, realistic pictures. You know, the things that AI can do are kind of wild.
Yeah, man. Tell me about AI, yo. I'm not a huge fan of the visuals, or like if it makes something, or like videos. I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm more of a fan of it like helping me with like something like,
Working for you.
I want it to help me rather than
Yeah.
like make these videos where I'm just like, whoa, like it's just wild.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it, of the videos at least. Can you agree with that? Do you agree with that or not? Like, are you a fan of
agree
that?
with that. I am just curious about like the way that they were able to train it
Yeah.
to do all that stuff, because now it can even create sound based off of the prompt and what would be in its surroundings, and how you want the scene to look. It's just incredible, and it does it like that.
Yeah. That's I want, like, you know, the person who made AI, or like the group that made AI, like, it must be some pretty genius people,
Yeah.
I would think, you know.
But think about it. We've learned how to train the whole system. Why can't we learn how to systemize the training for kids?
Yeah.
Maybe that's where we need to kind of pay attention.
Train the youth.
Train the youth.
Right. Teach them right. If you're gonna have AI, like, teach them good things on it. Like, so I don't know, something. Be fruitful and multiply. Like, again, it goes back to that. Just be fruitful and multiply, man.
Yeah, and be grateful for what you have. It's hard to be grateful sometimes
Yeah.
because you know, this, that, or the other. But when you stop and you think and you ponder and you wander in your mind in the crevices in the hills or in the mountains of your mind, you're just kind of taking a trip, and you're thinking of the present. Just be there with yourself. Know what it feels like to just be an enjoyment. Like, for example, I'm grateful for this. This here is always an enjoyment. Like, I have a good time
Yeah.
coming here and, you know, doing everything we do, saying the things we do, right? And it's something that charges you up, and those are the things that should look for, are the things that charge you up. You know, as I've said and I've kind of gotten used to saying is, you know, increase the stuff that gives you signal
Yeah.
and eliminate the stuff that gives you noise. because the more signal you consume, the faster you're going to get to where you want to get. You're going to learn things much at a much faster pace.
Well said, dude.
So, and that alludes to deep work mentality, right? To focus on that block, on that thing profusely.
I was just thinking about deep work as you were talking about it, which is kind of crazy how you mentioned the book. It's like they're talking to each other. But there's now you might be upset at me that I don't know this off top, but it is in my logbook. But I unfortunately don't have my logbook with me. But there's like a chemical or like a neuron or something that gets built in your brain that helps you like focus more, and like the way you build those like chemicals or neuron or whatever, it helps you focus more. So like the more you focus, the more you build that. The more you focus, so it's easier to focus.
Right.
And the fact that like that's a thing that's going on in your mind, I was mind blown when I read that.
And that's why habits are important, because that's precisely what you're doing. You're just training the mind to just do that.
Yeah. Like it makes it easier to do it. It makes it like enjoyable or something. And I was like, oh my, it's like a weird kind of psyllium or something. Like it's a weird chemical name.
It ain't psyllium husk, I'll tell you that much.
I don't even know what that is. So,
but
it's
homework.
It's just, oh man, I can't wait. I cannot wait till I start taking my psychology classes. Man, I can't wait to like just learn about the brain and how it works, why it works the way it does. It's just, it's so fitting for me. You know, like for me, psychology is I think
that's your thing. You like it.
I love it. I love the mind. And actually, like a lot of like you and other people have helped me like figure out what I like. Because like obviously, I think about this all the time. Like, where would I be if my cousins weren't my cousins? If you weren't you? Like, if just all these other like who would I be? Where would I be? It's like at some like it's scary to think of that, but it's also like, man, I'm so glad that it just the way it is. Like those cards were dealt to me.
Right.
So that's like going back to what you say. You just gotta be grateful for what you got.
You gotta be grateful. You gotta be grateful. You gotta be great. You gotta seek to be great while you're being grateful.
Yeah.
I think that's a good combination. If you're grateful about what you have, but you want to seek to be the greatest version of yourself,
that's good.
You're always going to land on your feet. You're always going to land on your feet.
That's real
because you have a foundation.
Yeah. You need foundation. You need that base. That's solid.
The base is important. The base is important in everything. You can't build a skyscraper without the strong, solid foundation or base.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple. Everything needs a foundation, because you got to put the floor somewhere.
You got to put it somewhere. So, you know, I just think about a lot of things. But
how was your week since you started school? I think last time we might have mentioned that you started school.
Yeah.
How has it been ever since?
Since then?
We haven't really caught up on a lot of your school stuff. I mean, besides your excitement for volunteering to support the teachers.
Yeah, you know. I've been
I see you're wearing your tennis outfit. Is that a tennis outfit?
It's a golf sweater.
Golf sweater.
A little bit.
Okay.
Shout out Mr. E coming through this week.
Mr. Eric Pullen.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mr. E thinking about golf. I gotta go golf with him. But yeah, school's been I've been making it. I'm doing everything I can possible to succeed. That's it. I'm doing everything I can possible to succeed from this college experience, the experience that I want to have. You know, the school that I want to go to after this school. Like I'm doing everything I can to make that happen because I want that. There's no plan B. It's like I want that. So that drive is just what's keeping me going in this school, man. Like it's making me. I don't know if forcing is the word, but it's forcing me to love school, and I'm loving it. You know, like because I want what I want out of it. Like I have to do well.
Right.
And I'm doing it. And like one thing my cousin told me is like, even if you know, sometimes you're gonna fail, sure. Like even like at the end of the day, like it's not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of just like took some weight off my shoulder. Like I can try and try, like, and God forbid it don't happen, right? Or something comes up, it's okay. At the end of the day, it's also okay. And I gave it my all, and that's the best. Like
that's what matters.
Yeah, and that's all that matters.
But
So for me, it's
yourself,
like
you give it your best.
It's a win-win for me. It's a win-win. So that's been going on with my school. What about you, man? What you been going on? What's been going on?
What's been going on here?
Because season 2's coming up of this podcast, and I kind of wanted to get more personal. I just wanted to be more.
Season 2, we're gonna turn on the fire here, and we're gonna cook.
I'm trying to. I'm really.
Hot chocolate.
I've been at like let's say 100% with this. Like I've been 100% on here. Like I'm trying to go 200-300% with this. These next after these 10 episodes, it's been like, all right, I gotta ramp it up. Like I gotta do better, more. Like I just want it that bad. So it should be exciting for all of you because it's about to come up with some fire. I want to make it undisputably the best pod out there. Undeniably. Starting
undisputed. That's the one thing that they do really nicely in like the wrestling stuff is when they say the undisputed champion of the world. Like, how does that feel to be an undisputed champion?
Undisputable.
Oh.
There's no doubt.
And then you come back, you defend your belt against another one.
Defending the belt must feel better than even winning it.
Yeah. Because that proves that you are.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, man, school's been great. Sorry I'm cut you off, but what was your week been like? What have you been up to?
I've taken it easy this week.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been more of a cruise week for me. Just
I like that.
doing normal, simple things.
Damn. How's that played out?
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to enjoy watering the plants. It's nice to enjoy just sitting out and taking some sun.
Damn.
It's nice to, be able to talk to your loved ones without time restrictions and just to be present in that moment in time.
Damn.
It's been very nice.
Damn, that's what's up, yeah.
Very nice. It's also, catching up on a lot of my reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
just by simpling it down, you've been able to do more.
Yeah. Less chaos, more focus. Less chaos means more focus. So that's why the more you extract from your life that it creates chaos or it's noise, just kind of extract it out of your life until you're ready for it. If you're ready, once you get to a point to where you're ready for that, then do it. Otherwise, pull it out and focus. And that takes weight off your shoulders and makes you run a little better, feel a little lighter, and you go.
Man, I feel like these past 10 weeks have flown by. They flew by.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember the first day we said, you know what, screw it, let's go live. Like that was the conversation we were having at that time of going live. Now we're 10 weeks in. Like what?
We're 10 weeks in, but really we're like 40 weeks in.
Yeah, really we started maybe not January, like maybe February, maybe?
February. I think it was February.
Like somewhere like that. Because you got the stuff in New Year's, so December.
Yeah.
January was kind of like...
It's like our gift.
Yeah.
It's just like our gift to ourselves.
The best gift I could ever ask for, literally. And, yeah, man, just 10 weeks.
It's nice to reflect
10
back.
weeks. It's just growth and learning and pushing and crying, laughing, just a bunch of emotions within a small amount of 10 weeks. It's just bizarre. It's so bizarre to me. The people I've met,
all the vinito you've drank.
I was just about to say all the food I ate, and then you said the vinito.
All the vinito you've had, because that's all I've been seeing, Papa. Just pictures of wine glasses.
Hey, I'm living it up, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good, Nate. You know what I'm saying? I'm living that dream life. Or I'm living that life that I want. Like I'm basically living it.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to just trying to get there more and more and more. But I'm doing good, man. Like I'm doing pretty good. You know.
See, that's being grateful for what you have. That's a clear demonstration of being grateful for what you have.
You know what I mean? Because I'm doing good, baby. Nah, it's because I think about it. I'm just like, man, It's not only that though. It's like the people I've known, like the connections I've made.
You've made it.
Yeah, like the connections, like help me live that life as well. If that makes sense, like knowing people and getting you certain things, and I couldn't be more proud. You know, although there's times where I'm like, I gotta yell at myself.
You've been super busy.
Productive.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. All right.
I've been productive. There's times where I'm so productive, like I get tired, sure, like, and I'm like, nah, not today, like. And in my book, I wrote like, Nate, like, what's going on? Like, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Like,
accountability.
You got to keep going hard.
Yeah.
Keep going hard. And I wrote that down, and I'm like, man, like those words right there just fired me up, and like I just been on fire. You know, lately I've been on fire with it. But yeah, man, these weeks go by so fast because I'm doing so much.
Right. And you still find the time to go out and have the vinito.
I love wine, man.
And
you're right though. I still
go out to the beach and do all these other.
Take my brother to the movies.
Yeah, go to the movies.
You know.
And finding that, striking that balance is what's ideal. You know, even for myself. I mean, I have to figure out how to strike that balance.
Yeah.
You know, that's why everything.
You're a little too much like your pie chart. It's like it's not evenly cut.
It's not evenly cut, and that's kind of what I'm figuring out. I'm figuring out right now is putting that together in a way where it's gonna align better to the overall experience.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we all are here for, is that experience.
The you experience, baby.
The you experience.
It's literally your experience.
Your own personal experience of what your life is going to be like.
Yeah.
It's the billions and billions of possibilities of what you can make your life.
Man, you sit there and you think about like what your life could really be if I did this, if I did the right things. The odds of you
being born, I believe, were 1 in a trillion. 1 in a trillion. I think that's enough. If you were to stack it up in dollar bills or just dollars, you could probably reach the moon and back, I think. That would be how much it is.
That's the chances of you being born. Damn. Yeah, man. There's a reason you're on this earth. There's a reason you came to life.
Could it just really be that you just happened to be? I think there's more.
Yeah.
I think there's more to that story.
Yeah. I mean,
we just have to ask the questions like, what?
What is it? What is it that I'm here for?
What is it?
And it's the passion. You got to find that. What makes you happy? What makes.
Right.
If you're going to be in that book, it talks about I keep bringing this up, but there's 3 like groups that are going to be like successful in this new world.
Uh-huh.
One of them is like the superstar, right? If you're and it explains it how let's say you have.
What are all 3?
Okay, well, all 3 is an owner. Okay. So like if you're an owner of a company or something, obviously you're gonna be pretty successful if like you run it correctly. But owners, and then the superstar, and then the last one, which is like expertise with machinery. Like if you can work well with, like computers, AI, technology, you're gonna be really successful as well. Mm-hmm. Basically, that book is saying how two out of the 3 are accessible. Anyone can get them. The last one, it's like it varies, which is owner. Like if you stumble across ownership on something, I guess it varies somehow. But I guess like you can become an owner as well. I'm not sure, but something about like it varies. But those 2 are like for sure, and everyone can get. And it's the only way to get those 2. It's like through deep work. Like being able to work deeply, no distractions. But basically that superstar category, it's like I think about it. I look at it now. I look at movies, or I look at artists, streamers, influencers, whoever. Like whoever's the best of what they do, they're the ones that get the best. Like they're the high. You know what I mean? And the superstars, again, it goes back to now we have so many choices to choose from. A lot of people are gonna want to choose the best
Mhm.
whatever's produced out there,
Mhm.
and those people become. You see, I mean, you look at, for example, The Weeknd. He's probably one of the best artists out right now currently. Just like look at the numbers. Like I'm not saying this because
I like him.
yeah, I like him. It's like look at the numbers. He's selling out. His streams are insane, but it's because his music quality is really really good and like what it says.
His music experience is really good.
Yeah, his music experience. Yeah, like everything.
It's everything. The whole entire thing from that cover art has been thought out methodically all the way out.
Yeah, and like the more you use this, and I'm sure
Noggin.
he's able to. That takes a lot of deep working, like no distractions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't see him on like social media posting like it's very silent when he's like working or
Mhm.
something, and that's what you got to do. Like you got to eliminate all those
All
distractions so that you can therefore deep work on your
Mhm.
craft, on what you want to do or learn something. Even if you want to learn something, you got to put in that work to learn it.
Mhm.
So that book's just been giving me a bunch of just
Good
keys,
nuggets of wisdom.
good little nuggets. Drops one, I go. Oh, I see another one. I go with that one.
Get over, grab that one too.
You know, so reading is good, man. That's another thing. Read books. There's an article that I was reading. It's called Superman and Me by Sherman Alexie. This is for homework, obviously.
Mhm.
But he was like an Indian like boy who didn't know how to read or whatever, but his dad loved books, so like he started learning how to read. Basically, in that story, he's saying that he first started reading through Superman. That's why it's called Superman and Me, like
Mhm.
through Superman comics. Although like he didn't really know what they were saying, he was just trying to mimic what it looked like and stuff. And then he started learning and learning and learning and learning. So eventually, he started saying like, "I was reading to save my life." Like that's something that caught to me. Like I was trying to save my life
Mhm.
by reading, and like to me that meant knowledge. Like knowledge is potential power,
Mhm.
and how it can, like that's something that can't be taken away from you.
Mhm.
But basically now he goes around like schools, and like preaches what he believes in, which is like, you know, read and educate yourself, be wise.
Mhm.
And something that he says is books, books, books to these kids, like just books, books, books. And like just read.
Mhm.
And then he said, it's because the reason I say this is because I'm trying to save our lives. And it's just like some very powerful stuff, you know, like how education, knowledge, it's powerful, you
It's
know.
important.
It's important. There's a wisdom. When you have wisdom, like you have power, you know, potential
Mhm.
power. But you know, good stuff,
Could
man.
wisdom be where the word wizard originated from?
No, I think wisdom. Oh yeah, wisdom came first, and then the wizard.
Yeah.
Or maybe the
maybe
other
the
way.
wizard, the word wizard came after that. So maybe
Yeah.
it was from that. Because somebody who was wise would look like somebody who was a wizard.
Yeah.
Because it can make anything happen.
Yeah. True. But you know.
So they were old and big beard, white beard.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Who knows?
That's a good question to ask.
Old. Check. Beard. Check.
Okay. All right.
That was good.
I'm gonna let you take that one.
Huh?
I'm gonna let you take that one.
But
Just put me on. You just put me against the ropes on that one.
but you're still like Muhammad
Yeah.
Ali.
Yeah, and that's that. He has that quote that he says that I really like is, I think it's you float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You can't punch what you can't see.
Mm.
Oh man, it's like
Yeah.
how did this guy come up with all these little
Nah,
witty?
there's another one that he said. It's like, I think it was him. He's
I
like,
done
I
wrestled
done
with an
tussle with an
alligator."
alligator. I done wrestle with a whale, I think, right?
Yeah.
I handcuff lightning, throw thunder in jail.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that boy Muhammad Ali was tough
Poetic.
for that one.
He was poetic
Oh,
on
he
that
said,
too.
I done handcuff lightning. He got lightning in handcuffs.
Yeah,
He said, come here, you under arrest.
that's right.
And then he said, I throw thunder in jail. Oh my gosh, Mr. Ali.
Yeah,
That's
He
why
was
you
good. He was-
Muhammad
he was
Ali.
really good, man.
You know?
Super cool.
Yeah.
You know, just the fact that he was so good at his craft, boxing, and the fact that he was such a jokester about it.
Yeah.
But he was also good at a lot of things that he did.
Yeah. I think one of my next tattoos is gonna be Muhammad Ali. I want a cool as Muhammad Ali, like that or something cool.
Mm.
Muhammad Ali. I was thinking about like athletes who I would get if I were to get. And this is my list. Look, before we
I like the one. I like the one where he says that he's so quick that he flips the switch in the light and he gets to bed before the light turns off.
That's funny.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, he's pretty smart with that.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking, my gosh. I was thinking if I were to get this stick is cutting off, dude.
That's
If I were to get athletes, I would get Ken Griffey Jr., baseball player,
okay.
lefty, by the way.
Okay.
Muhammad Ali, Allen Iverson, and that's about it for right now. But those three, or no, not Babe Ruth. But although I think Babe Ruth's left-handed, if I'm not mistaken. So,
I don't know.
but yeah, those three at least. AI. Oh, Kobe. Yeah, can't forget Kobe. But I think Muhammad Ali is the first one I want to get. But that's me. And until that bridge comes, I just wanted to share that. But yeah, I'm gonna throw Thunder in jail.
Still thunder in jail. Here comes lightning. So, with that,
I just want to say, 10 weeks.
10 weeks. It's been a pleasure.
It's been amazing,
We've enjoyed
man.
it.
10 weeks.
We're grateful for every single moment that we have spent here with you guys, and we hope to continue to do a whole lot more.
We just getting started.
This is just the beginning.
Ooh, we just getting started, baby. Just appreciate y'all. We appreciate the feedbacks. The few, the ones that listen,
The ones that are doing it.
the ones that are doing it. Yeah. The ones that are doing it.
That's fulfilling. That's amazing to see.
Yeah, the ones that are doing it for real. The ones that are finding some sort of a smile through this, a laugh, a joke, something to just remind you that life is still got life has so much to offer still, and life is full of
a ton to offer.
Life is full of energy and color, and it doesn't have to be what you listen to, like what the world is saying. It's like listen to what you're saying, and it's just been a journey. It's been a ride. It's been great, and we're just getting started. I promise myself, like I'm going to go harder these next, I guess, from here on out, and it's just been amazing. I couldn't ask for more.
It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been enjoyable, and continue sending over the love, continue sending over the suggestions and the ideas and the criticism. It all helps.
Yeah, the feedback. I mean, I think in the book, before we get out deep work, it talks about you also need feedback.
You need loops.
You also need feedback. So to focus on areas you can better improve.
Right. Because if it's something that keeps popping up, it's because there's something there.
Yeah. So
listen up, listen clear,
listen closely, listen. What was that? Listen something. Listen closely.
Yeah, I think I know what you're trying to say, but I don't remember what you're trying to say. But with that, I'm good.
I'm great, man.
Great to see
we'll
you
see
all.
Y'all next week. Season 2 starting stronger, going stronger, focusing on a little bit of more, going more into detail with things, deeper, personal,
getting a little deeper.
Yeah, we're gonna cut through a little bit more.
We're going back and reviewing all that stuff and seeing how all that stuff kind of compiles together and actually putting it together in a way that it can be seen.
Yeah. Well, without further ado, thank y'all again. We'll see you on the next one. Vic.
Nate.
It's been a pleasure, my brother. It's been an absolute pleasure, baby.
Absolutely it has. Everyone, be good. Remember, eliminate that noise. Get closer to that signal, and you'll get there faster where you want to be.
Wee-hoo!
Be good.
We out of here.